Welcome everyone. Welcome once again to A.O.S Group. In this channel, we talk about everything related to language studies. If you are currently learning the French language, the Spanish, or the Chinese, and we also help you perfect your English language. Likewise, if you are working on any preparations for internationally recognized tests like IELTS, like TOEFL, TEF Canada, or TCF, we can also be of help in that regard. And if you are working on any visa applications or immigration programs to countries like Canada, Australia, France, UK, or Germany, we can also assist with that. Now, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, please consider subscribing. Hit on the notification bell in order to get notified anytime we drop a content, and like and share this video with your friends and with your family. So today, just like you know it already, we are always scheduled to start our live Q sessions every every day 3 p.m. West African time, or perhaps by 9 a.m. time. And today is not going to be different. We are going to be having our Q&A sessions today. Today's topic is going to be the question 359 and the question 384, which was asked by our attendees of the JAPA to Canada in 2023 Q&A session. Now, for this session, the question is Canada immigration program real? Or perhaps is this Canada immigration program real? And the person also asks how to start the processing. That means the processing of Canada immigration. And the questions were asked by Isatu and Abdul K. Rashid from Sierra Leone. And as you know, it's always the questions are always extracted from our JAPA to Canada in 2023 webinar Q&As. Now, the question I would say is much more relative to what you tend to believe in, because when it comes to Canada immigration, I think is visible to the blind and audible to the deaf about how realistic or how real the concept of Canada immigration is, because a lot of people have been relocating for about 2 to 3 decades right now, even more than. However, if you're asking if a particular Canadian immigration program is real and not fake, yes, you need to actually be sensitive to knowing the exact legit programs that the Canada Immigration Body (IRCC), Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, are actually providing for people, especially for international students and workers, skilled workers, both home and abroad. So yes, I'll tell you that there are a lot of programs, but how will you know the one that is real and how will you know the one that is fake? That takes us to actually learning about Canada immigration and the official website. You have to go through the official website of Canada immigration, which is canada.ca. One of the websites is canada.ca, or the second one is canada.gc.ca. We have actually written those two um, websites, those two official websites on the live chat section of this video. So you can always go on canada.ca or cic.gc.ca to check the legitimacy, you understand, of each Canada immigration program you are being talked about with, or being talked about to online, or anyone you heard of from someone. Do you understand? So we have about 80 to 100 programs, both for the temporary residency and for the permanent residency pathways for people that are relocating to Canada. So there are quite a lot of programs you might know about, and there are some you might not really know much about. So if you want to know the accurate one, the official one, the one that is approved of by the Canadian body, you can go to any of those websites and actually just run a search. If you run a search on canada.ca about maybe Atlantic Immigrant Program, it will bring out something similar to that. If you check Provincial Nominee Program, it will bring out something related to that. Express Entry programs and any other programs that you have heard of, like family sponsorship, like caregiver programs, just run a search and you'll see quite a lot of references if it is a program that is actually real, if it is a program that is legit, if it is a program that real people are actually moving or relocating to Canada through. Now, the second part of the question is how to start your processing. Now, Because there are different programs, there are also different eligibility criteria, and it will also interest you that there are a lot of other pathways that have different, or I would say, um, contradictory how would I call it, contradictory procedures, or you understand, basically varying procedures. I won't even use the word contradictory, but varying procedures. The procedure of a study permit, for instance, program may be different from the procedure of a work permit, and even in the permanent residency pathway, the procedure of express entry, for instance, may be different from the procedure of a rural and northern pilot program. So for you to know how to start the process, for instance, we at AOS Group, we assist people to actually get their processing started by first of all knowing how eligible they are. Do you understand? Many people feel that yes, they can just stumble on one particular program, and because their friends are doing it, their family members went through Canada through that process, they feel it is for them as well. I'll tell you that every applicant is different. Do you understand? In other words, your application may be different from another person because of the bio data, because of your qualifications, your educational qualifications, because of your years of experience, even because of as little as your age or as your family relations. If, for instance, you don't have anyone in Canada, the fact that someone used family sponsorship may not mean that you also would be able to use family sponsorship if you don't have anyone in Canada. And if you have someone in Canada, you may not be able to go as a high skilled worker, while some other people went as high skilled. You may be able to go as a low skilled worker. When I mean high skilled, that's like doctors, lawyers, teachers, accountants. You may not have that skill. You may not have bachelor's degree or master's degree. In other words, you may go as a low skilled, maybe like a truck driver. You may go as a mechanic. You can go as a plumber, as a hairstylist. Different jobs for different folks. So basically, if you want to know how to start the process, we at A.O.S Group actually have a kind of pre-evaluation process that we first of all use to checkmate the eligibility of each and every one of you. You understand? If, for instance, you want to go to Canada under the CRS or under the temporary residency pathway, we need to go through not just using the CRS, not just using the tool that many of you may already know about, but making use of far more, something much more advanced than that. And what is it? It is basically a pre-evaluation process form. You would get to fill about a 10 pages form, and through that form, we'll be able to now research about how you can actually get to qualify for not just the express entry, which the regular CRS tool, you understand, allows you to know about. The CRS tool, for instance, we'll show it on the screen right now. It is on that link. You can go on the CRS tool. That is just specific to express entry candidates. You understand? It just helps you to know your eligibility under the express entry. But our own pre-evaluation process, which is on our website, would allow you to actually know, firstly, if you are eligible for either the temporary residency or the permanent residency. Secondly, it will allow you to know which of the exact programs. As I said, we have over 80 to 100 different programs. So it will allow you to know out of these programs, at least two or three that you are perfectly eligible for, or at least you can get eligible for after doing one or two things. Do you understand? And it will also allow you to help you to know how much of expenses you spend, which the CRS tool will not allow you to actually know about. It will tell you that, okay, for instance, if you are to embark on the journey, if you are to actually take it serious, it would tell you how much you can actually incur from the very beginning of the process, you understand, to the very end, to the tail end of the process. So if you are to start today, for instance, it will assist you to know that if you are to start today up until at least 2 to 3 months time, if you know the estimations that we are going to give you through that pre-evaluation process, after analyzing it and sending you a report, you'll be able to plan yourself that, okay, at the end of the day, at the end of the process, we give you a report that shows that, for instance, you would incur maybe like 2 million or 3 million, and 3 million naira. You understand? That's roughly like 1,000 to 1,000 to 2,000 US dollars. So you'll be able to know that, okay, this is the amount you are going to incur from the very beginning of the process to the end, and you'll be able to plan ahead of time about how you are going to go through that process. So if you want to actually go through the pre-evaluation process, you can go on our website, clone.aosacademy.com/migration-agency, which is on the screen right now. to actually get started with the pre-evaluation process. As I told you, it will help you to know how eligible you are for either the temporary residency or the permanent residency. It will also actually checkmate you based on the different programs you can be eligible for, whether 2 or 3 different programs that you are best suited for. And it will also give you the rundown costs that you would incur from the very beginning of the immigration process down to the end in rough estimates. So that being said, if you have any questions related to what we talked about today, you understand, drop it on the comment section or the live chat section of this video. Hit on the notification bell to get notified anytime we drop a content, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and do not forget to like and share this video with your friends and family. You can always contact us on our website aosacademy.com, or even through our email admin@aosacademy.com, or you can even send us WhatsApp contacts or WhatsApp messages, chat messages on 081 077 or +6647 947 4399. Thank you very much once again, and I do hope to see you in our next Q&A sessions. Bye for now.